everybody, Unrested here, and today I've got a bit of a question that's kind of like a JFAQ mixed with a how-to, so I'm just going to kind of combine it together and do the best I can. I get the question a lot about becoming a jvlogger, and I've kind of covered this in the past, but that was a really long time ago. That video was a really long time ago. I've had many years, I think almost 3 years since I made that video about becoming a jvlogger, and since that time I've learned quite a bit, good things and bad things. And one thing that I always try to push no matter what is the question that I get more than any other is, should I become a jvlogger even though I don't live in Japan? And the answer is a resounding yes, definitely. If you have a passion about something, even if you don't live there, doesn't mean you can't make a video about it. You know, there's people who love Disney World, but they don't live in Disney World every day. They make videos about it. You know, they like Disney cartoons or whatever. If you love something and the culture and the art and all the different types of objects and history and tradition of an area, for every reason you should study it. You should get to know it even better, and making videos about it can do that tenfold. It will make you have to research more, learn more, memorize facts more about the things you like, and just make you a more passionate person about something you already have a lot of love for. So I highly recommend, yes. So let me go ahead. I wrote down a list of things, and this is kind of questions that I always get, hopefully answering most of what you would already ask about becoming a jvlogger before it even comes up. Of course, there's still going to be more. Feel free to put it in the comments. I'll be happy to answer. But the first question always being, even if I don't live in Japan, should I become a jvlogger? Yes, yes, do it, do it. Okay, so there's two types of jvloggers, the ones who live here and the ones who don't. Just because you don't live here doesn't mean you can't make those videos. There is tons of people who don't live in Japan who know a hell of a lot more about J-pop, who know way more about anime, way more about manga than me. I very openly admit that. I almost never watch any anime series. So if you have that coin, you have a market for that, you love it, do it, go after it, man. Research it, give history about it, give it little known facts, all different types of stuff. So why become a jvlogger? Well, the main reason I would become one is if you've already asked this question, if you've already sent this to someone, or you've already questioned it in your mind, then as of 2015 I would say yes, make a New Year's resolution to do it, jump on it. Even if your channel doesn't continue forever, it's just a flash in the pan, that's fine, man, don't worry about it. You would have at least learned, if nothing else, a few video skills, a few facts about Japan. You'll come away from it a better person. It helps the community grow, that's another good reason. Here's some things to remember when you do make the videos, and this is problems I totally am guilty of this at the beginning of my jvlogging career, could you call it that? I haven't really made a lot of money. My jvlogging days, my earliest days, back 6 years ago when I started, and these are things that I'm pointing out to you because I myself have made these mistakes. I completely and openly admit it. Things to remember: research and list all your sources. My very first video that was kind of a somewhat negative video was called Dark Side of Japan, and I did not list every single source I had. I think I quoted a few people and put their name in the quotes and everything so that people could look up that person's name, but I didn't even say like where that person was from, what college or university or professor was quoting that phrase. That's stupid. I should have never done that. Hence, I still need to update that Dark Side of Japan video. Later, when I did the Yakuza video, when I did Suicide in Japan video, I made sure to quote the hell out of statistics, and I think the best thing to do is, if you are going to quote something that is a social problem within Japan, is quote sources from Japan. That's super important. Always try to quote stuff from Japan, so even if people are like, well, that guy doesn't know anything about that, be like, well, he's a college professor there, I don't know how much more, you know, indigenous to Japan he can be. So try to keep your sources from within Japan. Of course, don't be afraid to quote some outside of. There's tons of very professional Japanologists outside of Japan who know boatloads more than me. Quote them too. Don't be afraid to. Be yourself. This was something that I censored quite a bit when I started. I was way too overly polite and worried about what everyone was going to say. I think even if I cussed, I think I didn't even cuss at the beginning. As you know, in real life, I do cuss. Of course, when I'm doing a video like this, an instructional video, I tend to keep the language not so coarse, but I feel when I'm very passionate about something, yes, I definitely cuss. That's part of who I am. When I get angry, I cuss. Show your true self. Don't be afraid to. When you're really passionate about something, if you really want to show how invested you are in something, show your true self behind that subject or passion. Don't be afraid to show it. Don't hold back and show your audience as much information as you have. If you have some facts that are definitely facts that have sources that you've researched, then don't be afraid to share it with them, even if they might be controversial facts. And in the end, remember, no matter what, your channel is your channel. Say what you want. That's very important. There's going to be haters from day one. Don't get taken down by them. I would say things to be careful about. These are things I just told you are a bunch of things. Yes, definitely do. These are things that you should be careful with because they can either, number one, get your YouTube channel deleted or get you in some kind of legal trouble. Be careful on public info and YouTube guidelines. Please stay within the YouTube guidelines. For example, never release someone's personal information. Never say where somebody lives. If you're going to quote some of your viewers or your fans or the people who watch your channel, check with them and make sure how much info you're giving about them is okay. Some people don't want their full name released. Some people don't even want their screen names released. Check with them first. Just be careful with that. I don't think you'll run into any kind of like DCMA videos that'll take you down and rip your video off the web for saying someone's internet ID, but just, out of politeness. They're giving you some kind of source. Let them choose whether or not they want to be quoted. Another thing to remember is success breeds hate. The more successful your channel gets, the more hated you will be. The more liked you will be, of course, too, because that's how your channel just got bigger. But do realize you've got to have a bit of a tough skin when you start this. There's going to be plenty of people totally pissed or just try to argue your ideas with nonsensical, or just come right out and say crazy shit like, you're an idiot crackhead. It's baseless. Block, delete, grow bigger. That's my advice for all trolls. Block, delete, grow bigger. The thing that's going to make them the angriest is watching your channel get more and more popular. Trying to sit there, fight through everything, it'll get tiresome. I do it sometimes, and it's just stressful. It's stressful, it is. Better just to delete, block, ban, grow bigger. And do realize, if you are getting hated, this is a very, very important thing to me. A very wise jvlogger whose name I will not mention right now, gave me this exact quote. He said, if you aren't hated, then you aren't relevant. And I thought that was hugely inspirational. If people aren't making videos about you that they're angry about you, or if people aren't making comments that they don't agree with you or hate to see you vicariously show everyone how you're living in Japan or what you've learned about Japan, then you're probably not relevant. If you've started to get hate from people, you've become relevant. Congratulations. Not saying that if you don't have hate, you're not relevant. I mean, there's some people out there who know how to keep their channel on a straight and narrow and never get hated. But it's hard. It's really hard. Don't be too self-absorbed to say sorry. Very recently I've made 2 videos in which I apologized. And you gotta do it sometimes. You will step out of line a few times making videos. It's happened to me before in the past. I admit that. I'm not a perfect person. I am human just like you. I make mistakes just like you. And I must apologize just like you. Having a channel has many benefits. Number one, it can help your self-esteem. If you have no introspection on yourself and what you look like, how you sound, how people view you, YouTube is a great way for you to find that out. Making a video and actually going back to watch yourself on video is totally different. Now at this point I'm completely used to it. The first video I ever made, I wanted to delete it like ASAP. I wanted to delete it as soon as I saw myself, heard my voice, everything about it. Don't be surprised if the first video you make you're like, oh, who's this guy? I hate him, stupid, dumb, shut up. That's okay. That was me too, my first video. I mean, if you go back and look at it, it is pretty bad right now. I think I talk in this monotone with like no expression in my voice. I'm like, oh, you want to come to Japan? Oh, Japan's great. You should do it. That's like my first video. You will start to get more comfortable. You will start to realize that talking to the camera should be like talking to close friends. It should be expressing yourself to an audience you feel is actually there with you, that actually wants to hear what you're saying. Because for the most part, 99% of the people watching your channel want to hear what you're saying. If they don't, most tend to leave. The worst, they tend to leave hate comments. They've still viewed what you've said, So they must have had some sort of interest, even if they want to deny that. It will help your speech and debate skills, public speaking skills. Very important if you have any kind of job that's going to surround that in the future. It will help you organize your thoughts. That's one thing it's really helped me with. I am ADD and dyslexic. It's really helped me figure out ways in which to put my thoughts in order. Number one, by doing stuff like this, writing it all down. It helps me memorize a lot of stuff, but also regurgitate things from each of these topics that I write down, which is a skill I learned by making YouTube videos. I never had it before. So, I'm going to end this on this comment, this question. Did this video inspire you? If it did inspire you, I highly, highly implore you, please think about starting your own jvlog channel in the year 2015. Make it your New Year's resolution. If it's something you've even slightly questioned in your head, that means there's a part of you that's interested. I think you have a wealth of information to give to people. You have so many different aspects of Japan that I cannot even cover, get into, nor have time to. And even I would like to learn more about this wonderful country, subgenres of manga, anime, movies, everything out there. And you are the guys that can do that. You guys give me great feedback on what you want to hear. I try to do the best I can to make it. This is me giving you guys feedback on what I'd love to see from people who are thinking about becoming jvloggers. And I just want to say, let me put this out there too. I made sure to write this down. Okay. Those who send me messages after 2015 that have gone out and done the New Year's resolution to make a new channel, even if you only have one video, I will do a promotion video listing the people who actually took on this challenge, who actually faced their interest in their head and said, you know what, it's time I finally start it. I don't give a fuck if I don't live in Japan. I'm happy that I do live in Japan and want to do this. I'm doing it. And I will make a list of just all the people that did it. I'll make a little commentary about each new video and try and promote them in 1 or 2 giant videos, depending on how big the list becomes. I might have to space it out so it doesn't become mega huge. I honestly, I hope it does become mega huge, that so many people join that I have to make multiple videos to shout out and promote. But that's my thing for you. If you are slightly interested, thinking about it, playing with the idea, very interested, New Year's resolution 2015, become a jvlogger. I'm Unrested. If you like what you saw here today, like, comment, and subscribe.